Penobscot County officials are working to claw back a budget proposal that's on track to significantly increase taxes, potentially. Penobscot County's initial budget proposal for 2026 came in at more than $36 million, a nearly 20% increase over 2025. Last week, members of the county's Budget Advisory Committee asked commissioners to slash $1 million from that proposal. The three county commissioners attempted to do that during a meeting today. The budget cuts include more than $97,000 from the sheriff's office, $40,000 from the Regional Communications Center, and another $40,000 from the IT department. Smaller cuts included a decrease in contributions to local nonprofits. Some organizations will not get any contributions from the county next year. Others will see diminished amounts. Penquist, for example, would get $15,000 rather than the initially proposed amount of $25,000. The amended budget of roughly $35 million could still result in a tax increase of about 16% to each community within Penobscot County. It will be introduced at a public hearing next Tuesday, December 23rd. A final vote would come sometime before the end of